Today in the grain market, soybeans were up yet again. China is buying 2 cargoes of shipments. That announcement coming out really sending the market up higher yet again to start this week. After Beijing did give some tariff waivers, really sent the markets higher. And I think that the futures were higher for the 4th day in a row. So it's been a solid rebound after 2.5 weeks of the market really coming down, and that downtrend moving it. Now, I think that it tells us that we have to really be careful, because there's still a week left before the U.S.-China talks will come to a screeching halt, or December 15th, where there's going to be a new tariffs are supposed to be engaged. That has everyone a little bit nervous, but today the market still has really got some energy behind it, and we're up over double digits at a particular point. I think a part of that too is that the market had been a little bit oversold. Maybe even the U.S. dollar index was a little bit easier and gave it somewhat of a lift. Now, looking over at the corn side, it was steady to a little bit weaker. The weak export inspections kind of pressed that market a little bit. That USDA data shows that the corn was actually the weakest of the 3 main grain markets, and perhaps that we'll get some certainty tomorrow with that WASDE report. That might give us a little bit more direction right now, since corn has been moving sideways and kind of consolidating for quite a while. Wheat was mixed, maybe even a little bit lower today. The markets are just awaiting that WASDE report tomorrow. The report is actually not expected to be a whole lot. The big one was really in November. We mostly are aware of our numbers. The dollar index has slipped some, so maybe that's keeping the wheat from actually sliding any further, but the downtrend is definitely in a slow burn, shall I say. Fundamentals in the wheat complex across the board really remains relatively bearish, even though we see sometimes Kansas City and Minneapolis wheat sometimes a little bit higher, but overall everything has really turned a little bit lower. There is some concern that maybe the end of this year is going to look something like last year, so everyone's watching very closely after all these numbers come together. Will we have this big sell-off that really caught everyone by surprise last year? It won't happen by surprise this year, but we're watching very closely.